Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the Forex market. So in recent, actually few sessions, you could see how the sentiment has changed on the markets, not only on the Forex, but other markets as well. In particular on the stock market. So personally, I don't believe in this sharp changing of the conditions on the markets. It could happen just occasionally. So just 3 days ago, everybody was screaming and searching for liquidity when the repo rates have jumped up to the 3% for daily repo. Currently, liquidity somehow have appeared, and everybody is buying right now already stocks, and everything looks good. So of course this can't happen just occasionally. So in my suspicion is that this I suspect that just United States government and Fed has started creating the conditions that should provide some visuality of the prosperity to come down and be the households with the continuing downside trend on the stock market right before the elections. So as you know, as a rule, before the elections, stock market is always rising. So it means that currently, I suppose that Fed intends to release the tide a bit and let market to grow, create so-called oversold rally and elections rally before the next leg down will happen after the elections. So I suspect that within the 2-3 weeks, we probably should get more or less soft liquidity conditions for the markets that let them to change the direction and to show some moderate pullbacks across the board, not only on the stock market, but you can see on the Forex, probably on the gold and other markets as well. It's interesting that the Fed meeting on November will be on the 1st and the 2nd November, while the elections will happen on the 8th of November. So very close to each other. So because it's just impossible to, it just can't happen. That's if yesterday you just sell everything that you could to get the dollars to finance your positions, and right on the next day you have lots of liquidity to buy everything that you would like to. This miracle can happen occasionally. Anyway, whatever it will be, currently with this performance that we have on the euro currency, market is breaking the first confluence and keep going higher. So to estimate the possible next destination point where market could stop, we need to take a look on the higher time frame, because on the daily, yes, we have here is 156 next to the level, but since market is overextended on the weekly chart, we on the weekly chart talked about the resistance area of 1284, 103.10 area approximately is a confluence weekly overbought, and that potentially the level that market could try to reach within the few weeks, maybe right to the moment of the elections. We will see. But that's next very strong level that we could consider where theoretically market should and could bounce down. On the way up, currently market, as I said, is overextended, although it has broken the confluence. But once again, at this point, it's not very comfortable to consider taking the long position. Personally, I prefer do not buy taking long positions. The market is overbought. Another interesting stuff that if you will take a look at these performances, V bottom, and supposedly if we would have not just the daily chart, but 3-4 day time period, here we probably would get bullish engulfing pattern. This railroad track that it showed Napoli. Well, keeping this in mind, I suppose that if we will get in the nearest time some pullback here, maybe on the payrolls report, maybe some other reasons will be, we consider this possible pullback for a possible taking the long position and upside extension in the way of the ABCD pattern currently. So that's approximately that we could do on the euro currency right now. speaking on the short position in this area, well, currently, guys, we do not have any clear bearish pattern. So on the 5 time frame chart, yes, market is calling with the XOP. It's around the parity, so market has reached this XOP area. But on the hourly chart, I do not see yet any patterns. So here's we have minor thrust that probably scalp traders could try to use for Jod Napoli patterns, but in general, with this performance, I do not see yet any patterns that could let us to take the short position. So this market just completed XOP and stands there. So if the pullback happens somewhere to the 88.20, 98.35 in this confidence area, that might be interesting for considering taking the long position, suggesting that might be some extension to this larger ABCD pattern on the daily chart. That's actually all that we have currently on the euro currency. Supposedly, a greater pattern that might be formed here on this possible reversal is head and shoulders. So if we will have here the shoulder, head, this might be another shoulder. And by the way, this stands very close to this neckline to resistance on the weekly chart. It's right there. So maybe this particular will become also the area that led market to form the neckline here, because this really strong level. This market could reach it and then starts to forming something like this. So potentially, you can see lots of interesting stuff exists on the euro currency that big patterns might be formed. But at this point, it is too late to go long. It's just because market overextended, but there's no reasons to go short by FI, especially against the recent miracle change on liquidity on the market. So currently, it's also not very attractive for overall background to consider taking the short position, because it seems that this upward action should last at least within a couple of weeks until the November.